What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Around the Monitor, the weekly gaming news talk show where every point you make in the discussion is a point towards winning. I'm your host, Zach, and if you didn't know how the show works, basically, we talk through the week's news in gaming. Every time somebody makes an interesting comment or a funny joke, I give them a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of the show wins. If you like the show, you can watch us live on twitch.tv/SavedDataTeam every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on, I think I just said twitch.tv/SavedDataTeam. Great intro, Zach. You're getting off track. But if you can't catch it there, don't worry. It goes up the very following day on our YouTube, which is youtube.com/SavedDataTeam, as well as podcast services anywhere you like. Joining me once again, we've got the world's #1 Psychonauts 2 fan, David.
It's Thursday, you know what that means.
Sure we do.
I'm even wearing the shirt, you bastard!
Oh, we've got the Ace Attorney, Pridge.
Ravalimi, give me that government stimmy.
Winner!
Oh.
I know you're here, Joe Biden, you fucking nerd. Give me my $2,000.
We've got the man who definitely doesn't know what Thursday means. It's Chris.
I don't care that my bit was stolen. Kermit was on fucking The Masked Singer, and this is not a joke. 6 different people saw fit to tell me.
It has officially been tied to your brand. Hashtag
The Summer of
Kermit.
Huge.
Oh, God. And last but not least, the hockey sticks and sickle herself, Elise.
I'm trying to learn to drive, and it is not going well.
Well, hey.
With all the setup, I thought you'd be fine.
I was about to make the same joke. As much as you play for racing sims.
Yeah, seriously.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to learn how to do that and not like go off track and bump into people. My license has expired.
Oh, okay. Really quick, before we start the show, Barrett in the chat has given a point to Pridge for that hot stimmy. If you are watching live on twitch.tv/SavedDataTeam, know that you can vote in the chat using the Twitch channel points to give or take away points from people who you do or do not like. But we always start the show with a trivia question to determine the order. And yesterday was March 10th. Of course, we all know it as Mario Day. My question to you all is, how many games have the title, have the words Super Mario Bros. In them? Sorry, let me not Super Mario Bros. Super Mario.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, not many.
I was about to say, yeah, like it's
No, Super Mario Bros. Not that many.
3 and 5.
It's essentially me asking you how many mainline Mario games are there, but
occasionally they do some other random ones that have it in there.
I know. I can think of at least one that is like way out there.
I can think of 2 that are not like the mainline games.
Slap me down for 11.
Slap me down
I'm gonna go for 17.
I'm gonna go for 20.
Slapping them up.
Oh no, I made
So we got 11, 17, 20, and David?
Fuck. 15.
The correct answer, 19.
Wow.
Ooh.
So that does mean the order is Pridge, Elise, David, then Chris. Catching up with the chat. Apparently Lost One gives a point to Chris for willing the Summer of Kermit into existence.
Don't encourage him.
Hashtag it on Twitter. Come on.
Going over the topics for this week, we've got the Xbox and Bethesda roundtable happened today. Phil Spencer was rubbing elbows with one Todd Howard, who apparently Chris has changed his mind on.
He's okay.
Naughty Dog is reportedly hiring people for a multiplayer game built for longevity. Does that just mean a multiplayer mode for Last of Us, or is it something more? Fortnite is adding its first single-player story event, ignoring Fortnite Save the World, because let's be real.
That was co-op. That was co-op.
Epic is also ignoring that. Hogwarts Legacy lead designer has quit after last week's YouTube controversy. Valve is officially ceasing development on Artifact. Hey, folks, y'all remember Artifact?
No.
The game goes completely free to play as well. Roblox went public this week and is valued at more than EA, Take-Two, and Ubisoft combined.
6 Bethesdas.
What the actual hell? Someone at EA was apparently selling, quote, perfect teams in FIFA for literally thousands of euros. Animal Crossing. Here's the thing: on Twitter, this was being called as hashtag EA-gate, and I'm like, guys, if this is the fucking controversy that you're gonna pin EA to the fucking wall for, come on.
Yeah, one person at EA, and this is what you choose to
right.
By the way, to that one person, nice.
Honestly, pretty cool fucking insider training.
Get your shit in.
Animal Crossing is teaming up with Build-A-Bear to have cute custom plushies. Counter-Strike was accidentally removed from Steam for a day this week, which is just about the most amazing title to a story. Believe it or not, folks, people are trying to bring back Paragon from the dead. Hey, folks, you remember the game Paragon?
Yeah, I played it.
Nope. Apparently, speedrunners have realized that putting ketchup on their SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom CDs will lead to faster times. That's the actual news story. Listen,
that's a real thing that happened.
It's a slow news week, folks. And last but not least, because Chris is contractually obligated to talk about it, Super Nintendo World is opening on March 18th in Japan. And we do have, courtesy of Game Explain, a video of the Yoshi's Adventure ride, which actually looks pretty dope.
Not blurry and being hidden like the last one.
Yes. Apparently everybody is taking away points from me. Fuck you all, that's not how the show works. Because I talk shit on the Wii, just to be clear. Listen, it's whatever. We've already... Apparently I'm wrong.
You lost this argument.
You're wrong about the Wii, homie.
It's not. Pridge, you were closest to the actual number of Super Mario games, which means you go first. What would you like to talk about for the first topic of the show?
All right, let's just go straight into memes. Let's go straight into putting ketchup on your SpongeBob games.
That's right, the headline, baby.
There we go.
So, while I am not personally a huge fan of speedrunners, I am always in awe. Like, I'm not a huge fan of watching speedruns, but that is not to say I am not in complete awe of their talent and some of the ridiculous shit that they do to get through games that are supposed to take several hours in less than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It is a mind-bending skill of just actually being good at the game and exploiting ridiculous bugs and glitches, especially in older games.
Mm-hmm.
One strategy that I was not expecting to hear about is putting ketchup on your copy of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Exactly.
The hilarious logic behind this is basically what you're doing is marking up the disc in the way that screws with how the Xbox reads it, which basically screws with how the gameplay on the menu screen works, which makes a certain a trick called a lag clip easier to perform, because again, what a lot of speedruns rely on is being able to glitch through walls and go through areas that's supposed to be inaccessible. Apparently this trick allows you to do it by basically overloading the game with pausing.
Overloading the game with ketchup.
Yes. Overloading the game with ketchup. No word on whether mustard or mayonnaise has the same effect.
Now what about some aioli on there? Do we know about that?
It's a nice garlic aioli, a nice balsamic reduction and garlic aioli.
Truly the best Krabby Patty.
Yeah, truthfully. Now, if you read more in the article, truthfully, this actually isn't a great idea, apparently, because you'll eventually just break your disc. And saying that this is an old Xbox game, it's not like there's endless amounts of copies of this game lying around. So this probably isn't actually a good idea. And for the most part, like, it's not actually super, like, again, there's no governing body of speedrunning, but for a lot of people, they don't actually approve of this because it's the unacceptable form of glitching out a game rather than the acceptable form of glitching out a game, if that makes any sense. And again, as someone put, like, the whole point of a lot of things with speedrunning old games is preserving old games, and this is going to inevitably just lead to a unreadable and broken copy of your game. So, again, probably not the best idea. It's just hilarious that I want to know how this got figured out. Like, did someone just know that?
What was the fucking meme somebody was trying to do of like, I'm going to slap this ketchup on my disc and put it in my working Xbox just for the meme, and then suddenly the game plays faster.
Was someone just literally thinking of ways they could mark up a disc because they knew that that's how you could improve lag clipping, or like...
It has to be something like that.
Yeah,
it has to be like, and just ketchup was the first thing they found that worked. They were eating a big bowl of Doritos and a thing of ketchup there for some reason. I don't know what gamers eat, man.
Just smear some Cheeto dust on there, same effect.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe the gamers these days are eating the Halo branded Pringles.
Moa Burger Pringles.
Yep.
I've heard if you crunch up those Pringles and put them on top of your Halo 3 disc, you get infinite ammo.
Fuck, that's brilliant. There we go. It's the true cross media marketing there.
Also, if you do absolutely nothing to your copy of Cyberpunk 2077, it glitches a bunch. If you add absolutely nothing to it, so that's another neat trick.
That was a very good dig. Elise, what would you like to talk about for your first topic of the show?
All right. In an unprecedented move, I don't think it's ever been done on the show before.
It's never been done before.
We're going to talk about the title of our stream in the first round.
Amazing! What a novel concept!
What a novel concept!
Please tell us about Roblox.
Roblox made their initial public offer this week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't completely understand how stocks work. I know the
Nobody
basics.
Nobody does. That's the thing.
No one knows how stocks work. Essentially, they made their public offer. They closed their first day of trading at a stock price of $69.50. Nice. Which apparently gives them a market cap, essentially their company worth of $38.26 billion.
Yeah. Wow. With a B, folks. With a B.
What the fuck?
That's with a B.
This is Roblox we're talking about.
This is Roblox. Okay, so to give that some context, everyone knows because for the past 5 years we've been bombarded with how much $1 billion is. To put that into some other context, EA's current market cap is about $1 billion lower at 43 billion. Take-Two is at 18.98 billion, 19 billion, and Ubisoft is at 8.16 billion.
I'm actually surprised Ubisoft is that low.
Yeah. I mean, me too, but like, this is one game.
Stock is owned
Roblox.
by the Guillaume family, so it's not actually available to the public. That's why.
That's a good point.
That's fair.
They do own like half the stocks just so that one company couldn't buy it.
Vivendi,
thank you.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
we lost Elise.
Elise has been sent to the negative zone.
I'll stall and just say that actually the number has now gone up. Their market cap is now sitting at 40 billion.
Roblox is worth like.
Oh, there we go. Elise, you have returned.
I'm back.
Please continue.
Video back.
Video's back.
Video's back.
Okay, good. So I want to talk about why Roblox is so popular. It's basically because they were able to make mobile game money with it.
Yeah.
What Roblox is
That's a good way of wording it.
Y'all remember Dreams? I've said this before, but y'all remember Dreams from like a year ago?
God, unfortunately, yeah, I feel bad for them.
What if Dreams was made for 10-year-olds?
What if Dreams was one of us?
What if Dreams was made for 10-year-olds? But their business model is essentially two things. It's you get your players who are 10-year-olds to make clones of other games. Usually bad clones, but some of them are surprisingly all right.
And surprisingly all right, exactly.
None of them are good. Let me just say right now. But some of them are surprisingly all right. And then they're allowed to sell those games for a couple bucks. And I think Roblox takes 33%, about a third.
Surprisingly pretty standard, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty standard. especially considering they're the like marketplace and the development tool. And then their other side is skins. So a Roblox skin is like incredibly expensive sometimes. It's like a free market there. Like the skins are basically like TF2 hats.
Yeah.
And
I think that was so profitable. The actual Russian mafia got involved with, which is the most wild thing to me.
yeah,
I mean,
like-
tell that to CS:GO. Like, what? It's the same thing.
Yeah, true.
I saw someone post the other day or like a couple weeks ago. It's like a mother saying their son was explaining to her how like if he can get $5 to buy a Roblox skin that's new, in 2 weeks he can sell it for 100.
What the fuck? This is how the stock is worth so much money, because these kids that are playing the game understand the market.
Hold on.
Kids play in the stock market.
Where are the skins on here? I can't find them.
Except because they're 10-year-olds, they also don't understand the market. So the kids that do, or like have their parents doing it for them, are able to just rack it up.
So basically, these kids are bankrupting their parents by buying $100 skins.
This is incredible.
Free market,
Yeah.
baby. Who says the market won't regulate itself?
For
As we
real.
all know, capitalism definitely is working.
Yeah.
And then the other thing here is 2021 or 2020 was a very good year for Roblox because all the kids didn't go to school.
Couldn't go outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do remember reading about that.
Yeah, I wonder why.
That's man.
So,
Really quick, is part of this somewhat like memery, like with GameStop last week, or last 2 months?
I don't think so.
No, I think
I
it's.
don't think
it's
so.
just
I think
that
it's
this
just
is
that
a-
it's wildly profitable.
Yeah, it's just popular. It's just popular.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's like it's one of those things too, where like you can put money on an EA, but making a game costs like millions, tens
That's
of
true.
millions, $100 million, whereas making a Roblox skin like $5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're outsourcing that to the players.
Yeah.
And it's a constant stream of income. It's like you invest in EA, they make a game or they publish a game like a couple times a year
Mhm.
from different developers.
Well, that's why
You invest-
microtransactions are popular now, because they're
That's-
consistent.
Sorry.
from-
If we're talking about EA, we're talking about
True, but like that's
Surprise
not
mechanics.
their-
surprise mechanics. Thank you.
Surprise mechanics, legally, please.
One more statistic here to close this out. More than 1,250 developers made at least $10,000 last year via Roblox.
Okay, well, we're closing up this YouTube channel. Save Data Team is now making Roblox levels, folks. You heard it here first. Thanks for watching us.
But this will be the first year that the company Roblox makes a profit, though.
No shit.
But
Wait, what?
yeah, they never made a profit before this year.
They Amazoned it, huh?
But they will make such a profit this year they will wipe out all previous years of loss. It's like 1997 WCW. They just made like so much money that every bad mistake they ever made does not matter.
Wow.
It's absolutely wild. But yeah, Roblox
Unreal.
wildly popular with 10-year-olds.
Baron gave a point to Elise because stonks. So there we go.
Stonks.
Good point. Good point.
David, you are up next. What would you like to talk about for your first topic of the show?
A topic that is wild in multiple ways.
Coming off the
Paragon
last
is coming
two.
back?
Yeah. Man, this is gonna be a weird first round.
Paragon is no longer Paragon.
Listen, so some background for this. If you're not familiar, Epic Games made Paragon, which was like this third-person semi-shooter MOBA game, basically. It totally flopped. So they were like, you know what, we're just gonna abandon this. All you developers, you're gonna work on Fortnite because we actually make money off of that.
Mhm.
And this was a couple years ago, I think, at this point.
Oh, yeah.
January
Yeah.
2018, 3 years ago. This game's been dead for like 3 years. When they killed the game, though, on the Unreal Engine developer side of things, they actually took all of the assets from Paragon and made them available for free to all developers.
Oh,
They're
that's
just
kinda
like,
cool.
hey, do whatever you want with them. We're killing this game. So, as someone who was messing around on Unreal Engine at the time, it was very cool to be able to download some like high-res models that are rigged and everything and play with them. So it was super cool. Fast forward to now, a studio put together of basically a few modders who were trying to piece together Paragon again from the assets that Epic put on the store for free, has now raised $2.2 million
Yeah,
to
that's
create
fucking wild.
a cross-platform version of Paragon with a different name called Predecessor. I have a few questions here.
Yes.
One, who's giving them money to do this?
Yeah, $2.2 million for a game that died 2 years ago
I
does
was
seem
an
pretty
alpha
wild.
tester for this game. No.
I don't know who the fuck is giving them money. Like, listen, if you're an investor and you hear someone like, hey, we're gonna make this game. Well, actually, this game was already made using the exact same assets 3 years ago. It wasn't profitable, so they shuttered the project. But we would like to redo the same thing, changing almost nothing. May we have $2 million?
If fucking Epic Games, a company with more money than God, cannot fucking make this game work, then who the fuck are these people to think that they can?
So I'm memeing on that a bit. So there's also the possibility that because this team is extremely small, the assets are already created, that they can actually put this game back together, and if it sells even minusculely by previous Paragon standards, it could end up making a profit. I mean, and realistically, Epic did make all of the assets free. They were open license. You can do whatever the fuck you want with them.
Now my question is will this game show up on the Epic Game Store?
Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't it?
That is kind of funny to me.
Just cut a deal. Yeah, like who cares?
Epic doesn't give a shit. If someone wants to take their assets, make a game, post it on their store where they can make money off it with putting in zero future effort.
Yeah.
What does Epic care?
That's true. They just get more money.
I'll tell you where it's
whatever.
not showing up. Steam.
Why not?
I guess they can't stop it, really.
No. It's coming to Steam, baby. Paragon's coming to Steam.
Finally.
It's called Predecessor now. This is wild. I don't know why they're doing this. I guess I do know why. They just really loved Paragon.
Yeah, I like the game.
Love the game enough. Like, listen.
Love the game, hate the players, you know?
Listen.
Spoilers.
You all know I'm #1 Psychonauts 2 fan in the United States.
In the world,
As
David,
much
please.
as I love
this one guy in
Psychonauts,
Ecuador.
I can't speak for other countries, all right? As much as I love Psychonauts, I was never going to try and make Psychonauts. These people have an inhuman love for a shitty game.
I mean, yeah.
Like, Paragon went away for a reason.
Well, I mean, from my
There were
understanding,
people who loved Paragon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my understanding is that the
there's
game
people
was
who love
getting a lot better. Like it was nearing like a really good state right when they killed it. Very similar to how Dawngate was gaining subscribers
Yeah.
when EA cut the legs off from underneath it.
Yeah.
It just was taking too long to get to the point they wanted.
Exactly, and they're like, we don't want to deal with this.
I totally get why they did that, but like, why? Why?
Yeah.
My thing is, MOBAs are fucking hard.
MOBAs are hard,
Yeah.
not only to make, but to get an audience for,
Exactly.
especially. And like, who gave them $2 million? That's what I want to know. I want to know who fucking gave them $2 million.
Lost in the chat says it was all
People with
Elon
GameStop
Musk,
money.
which is really funny to me. Fucking Elon.
You give people the GameStop money, and all of a sudden, games start coming back from the dead.
Really quick.
One piece in here. Epic said they invested upwards of $20 million to make all of the assets that ended up on the store, basically. Which is it's code updates to Unreal Engine, it's the environments, it's the characters, it's the animations, it's the
I'm sure they
effects.
made some money off of this game at least. I mean, Andrea Renee, who is a personality I do enjoy, she loved Paragon and spent a bunch of money on the in-game
Man, she
purchases.
also loves Destiny and Division 2.
That's a lot. You know what? As Elisa said, can only have too many games as a service. So
Yeah.
really quick, Will in the chat says, take away a point from Chris for mentioning Dawngate. Get over it.
Never. It's coming back. I supported the
Can't
Kickstarter.
over it.
Donkgate is not coming back, but you know what is coming right now? It's Chris talking. Chris, what would you like to talk about for your first topic of the show?
You see, sometimes on January 4th, you make a bad decision and you promise to talk about Super Nintendo World every time it comes up on the show. And then inexplicably, we're here in March and I haven't talked about this, 5 times already?
Far
Maybe
too
even
many.
more, honestly.
Far
Like,
too many.
Honestly, yeah, maybe it's ridiculous. Super Nintendo will stop making headlines. Super Nintendo World, which I believe recently, the last time we talked about was how it's not coming to Orlando anytime soon because of COVID. One before that was how they're delaying the opening in Japan because of COVID. And here we are, and they're opening it, baby. That's right. We went from we're delaying the opening to we're open. Come on in. The Yoshis are great. Super Nintendo World will be opening in Japan on March 18th. And hey,
That
the
is-
place.
Just for everyone, that is a week from today, as of the day of recording.
Yes.
Like that's how soon that is.
If you book a flight to Japan today for a week from now, you can just waltz straight into Super Nintendo World. No COVID applications apply. That's not fair. Apparently, their COVID regulations are very strict in park. Plus, Japan's overall restrictions. So
I mean, listen, it's not Texas, all right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey yo.
Or West Virginia. But
Hey yo.
yes, apparently yes. They're being very COVID cautious. Still. Why are you opening a theme park in the middle of March in the time of COVID? I know the answer. It's because you need money because you were supposed to open this thing probably a year ago.
Hey,
it wasn't even ready a year ago.
Listen.
And it's all gone to hell. What?
Dr. Mario.
Last summer for Tokyo Games.
Yes. Yeah, for the Olympics, right.
Yeah.
Dr. Mario is at Super Nintendo World. If he can't find the fucking cure, who can? That's all I'm trying to say.
Dr. Mario is famous for just stacking a bunch of pills and saying everything's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's not trust Dr. Mario for medical advice.
Dr. Mario is not a
will
doctor.
give you
American
painkillers.
doctor.
Also,
Dr. Mario will give you painkillers and tell you to get out.
also, his doctorate is in theoretical science, which is nothing.
Dr. Mario is part of the opioid crisis. I said it.
That's good. Okay. Anyway, there's not much to talk about here. This is a bad idea. Please, why are you doing it? I do want to talk about that Yoshi's Adventure Ride, which is absolutely sick.
It's very dope.
The Toadette, mildly terrifying. A few of the animatronics, mildly terrifying. Most of the animatronics, very, very good. The gist of this thing is, man, this park looks awesome, and I'm really excited to go.
Sure does.
That being said, I think the animatronic work in general here is very good. And that's kind of like a marquee of the modern park is the big fancy animatronics that make you feel like you're in the video game or the Disney World or whatever. If everything is up to snuff as well, like where the Yoshi's Adventure Ride is, that's great. I mean, that Captain Toad looks great. Hands were a bit too realistic for me, but that's fine. Hey man, that's the dim reality we live in with Captain Toad.
It was weird. It was weird to me to hear Captain Toad speaking full sentences in Japanese.
Hearing Toadette speak full Japanese is bizarre to me.
Well, it's the thing where I didn't play Captain Toad. Forgive me. It was on the Wii U, but
It's on Switch now.
yeah, it's true. But does he speak full voice dialogue in that game?
No, Toads just do their terrible little screeches.
Because hearing him speak full sentences, even if it was in a different language, I was like, wait, Toad is fucking sentient here? What's going on? I know Toad is sentient, everybody. Don't at me, okay?
Toad is sentient. In Mario 3D World, when you get the multi fruit, I forget what it's called, Toad goes, multiply! And it's the worst thing ever. Anyway.
That was a good Toad, actually.
Is it though? Is any Toad a good Toad? Captain Toad.
Only a dead Toad.
Okay. This topic is off the rails.
Just like the Yoshi ride in 2 years.
Anyway, the one thing is they gotta be careful with the animatronics because they don't want to end up having the Disney Expedition Ever situation where you have the multi-million-dollar animatronic that ends up breaking and not working, and you just have to put strobe lights on it. I'm guessing that's why they're taking so long to reveal Smashland and the Goofy animatronic. I tried to get the joke out 10 minutes ago. We just kept doing Toad bits, so here we are.
Wow, there it goes,
Goofy.
folks. Your regular Goofy goof.
There's your Goofy joke. Sorry, we did Toad jokes for 5 minutes.
Those Toad jokes were good. Fuck you.
They're pretty good. The only
Baron-
good Toad is a dead Toad should be merch.
and then we get sued by Nintendo. It's going to happen at some point.
No, we're talking about the frog. What are you talking about, Nintendo?
Right.
From the hit children's book series Frog and Toad.
Frog and Toad. Baron does give a point to Christopher knowing the exact fucking date that he swore to talk about Nintendo World every time it gets mentioned, which is absolutely amazing. Pridge, you are up next. What do you want to talk about for the first topic of round 2?
All right, I will help hyperspeed this round 2.
Go faster than F-Zero.
Well, it's dead, so that's not very... I don't need to go too fast to go faster than that. All right, I'm going to talk about how to print money.
Oh!
Okay.
Here's how you print money. You take a franchise that everyone loves because it has lots of cute little characters. And then you allow them to build their own plushies of the cute little characters. And then equals infinite money. So Animal Crossing New Horizons is partnering with Build-A-Bear. A new Build-A-Bear line with Animal Crossing. I'm assuming characters. And there are some pretty adorable Animal Crossing characters. And it was like the thing basically last year when it came out because we all needed a feel-good game while the pandemic slowly started destroying our lives. And now that it's slightly destroying our lives less, that we can at least go out to a store, we're all gonna go out and buy Build-A-Bear Animal Crossing plushies because that just sounds adorable. Like we don't have any pictures on what they're actually doing, but like, God, I hope these are just the most adorable freaking things ever. And I, who don't even like play the game, will want to go and get one because I like hugging soft, adorable things.
That was the thing that blew my mind was that they didn't have pictures ready for this announcement because I feel like it would be such a slam dunk to be like, just show me a fucking picture of Isabelle plushies. Just do that.
Exactly.
I'd be like so hyped to buy an Isabelle plushie. And again, I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan, but I fucking love Isabelle. Everybody does.
Give me some Tom Nook, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't like Isabelle?
She's great. She's lovely.
She's great.
She's adorable.
That's all I got. Let's keep this train moving.
There we go. You know what? I'm going to give you 2 extra points for how fucking succinct you were.
This is a speed round. Lightning round.
Elise, what would you like to talk about for your second topic of the show?
All right, I went a little long last time. Gonna do a short one as well.
Elise going long? Never.
Never would have thought. The Last of Us developers are making a new multiplayer game.
Yeah.
They say it's built for longevity, whatever that fucking means. The Last of Us 1, like Factions, the multiplayer, was surprisingly well received.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was like surprisingly good, which you wouldn't think so, given it's a cover shooter survival game.
Yeah.
But somehow they made an actually good multiplayer out of that. This seems like it's going to be in the same vein. We don't really know anything about it other than it's a multiplayer game and they're hiring for it. It's one of those like stealth reveals that companies do where it's like we're not actually going to say what we're doing, but if you look at our hiring page, you know,
right.
we're telling everyone.
Sweats in Respawn Entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. They're going to share more when it's ready, but if it's anything like Factions or the same quality level, then I think this is going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Hopefully it is Factions or some kind of multiplayer. I mean, it would be wild for them to be like, hey, we're Naughty Dog. You know us as the single player experience company. We're going to make a fucking games as a service type game. Here we go. That would be
that's
wild.
what like
we're going to make a new Smash.
We're making PlayStation All-Stars too.
No!
Oh, God.
No.
You can play as your favorite PlayStation
back.
characters, Cordyceps.
And Ellie with gun.
Oh, check out her alternate skin. Fuck, I
Who
forgot
would
her
win in a
name.
fight?
Abby?
Abby, thank you.
Who would win in a fight, Abby or Knack from Knack?
Oh, Abby would just
Knack.
rip Knack into literally thousands of pieces.
Destroy it.
Neck is thousands of
Exactly. That's really fucking good.
The whole point of that terrible franchise.
Last one says Naughty Dog, the Battle Royale company. Exactly. Taco Sensei says late, but a point to Pridge for admitting he likes hugging stuffed things. I feel like he said soft things, but stuffed things works too.
Man, I got a Fluttershy plushie in my room, like 5 feet away.
There
man.
we go. There we go.
No shame here.
Bronies. I don't know
Never
what they
say
say. Yeah, sure. David, what would you like to talk about for your topic?
Let's talk about some cool Xbox stuff.
Woo!
It's probably gonna piss off some people, but fuck you if it pisses you off.
Yeah, man.
So Xbox's acquisition of Bethesda actually went through recently, and today they had a little roundtable discussion with some of the marketing people from Xbox, Phil Spencer, and a bunch of people from Bethesda and not sister companies, their subsidiary developers and all that jazz. There was only one piece of real news from this, and it's something that I'm very glad they finally said, because they've been waiting to say it. They just haven't been able to because the acquisition wasn't finished. Welcome. All the Bethesda games that are not already previously acknowledged to be coming to other platforms are now Xbox exclusives.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not understand. There was this pretty big narrative in like gaming news where a bunch of people were like, oh no, they're not going to go exclusive with all these Bethesda properties. They're leaving too much money on the table. Guess what? They want you to fucking subscribe to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Sure do.
They like money.
Like, I don't fucking I don't get where that came from. Xbox is not going to spend billions with a B dollars to acquire Bethesda to then put most of their games on PlayStation. That's not what Xbox is here for, yo. They want you to go buy their games on their platform or get Game Pass or whatever. They just want you in their ecosystem. And if they sell the games on other platforms, you're not in their ecosystem. So guess what? We get Deathloop, we get Ghostwire Tokyo, we may get Psychonauts 2 on other platforms. That one's still hanging in the winds because the old publisher is gone now.
You know, we might not even get it at all, some say.
Hey, fuck you.
Turn on Dangerous
Starfield's not
Ground.
coming out till Starfield's not coming out till PlayStation 6, so I think that's going to be fun.
And it's also not coming on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's literally, they just have Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, which are coming to PlayStation, exclusive to PlayStation, or at least timed exclusive. They have a couple of their live service games like ESO that are going to be continued to be supported on other platforms. All their new single player games, bet your ass those are only going to be on Xbox and Game Pass for PC. That's it. They might go on Steam. Xbox puts a lot of their first party stuff on Steam because it's already on PC. They don't really care. But yeah, no. Sorry. Listen, I prefer PlayStation, but like, if you expected to get Halo on PlayStation, you're a fucking idiot.
It is like corporation's gonna corporate.
We
If you expected
Corporations can't exist if they don't
6,
incorporate.
if you expected ESO 6 or not ESO 6, Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield to be on PlayStation after this thing was announced, you're a fucking idiot. Stop.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I'll never root for like exclusives because like it just means less people can play a game.
Totally.
But also like as soon as Microsoft bought Bethesda ZeniMax, we knew this was coming. Like
Yeah.
it's not a
At
surprise.
least for Xbox, they still have PC available. So like,
Yeah.
and they have xCloud. So even if you don't have a console, if you want to play one, you can get xCloud for like a month, play the
You
game,
know what?
and then peace out.
That's a good fucking
Yeah.
point. Actually, people could end up
Thank
saving
you.
more money than playing it on a PlayStation 5.
Exactly. Listen, until Xbox eventually takes the lead, because console cycles are cyclical. It's just how this fucking works. When Xbox inevitably takes the lead, they'll start charging and be less like power to the gamers and all that jazz. And eventually, I mean, Xbox has like 23 studios now. They outnumber PlayStation studios like 2-1 almost.
Absolutely.
They are eventually going to be the premier platform. A bunch of people will go over there. Xbox will become more corporate because now they have the lead. Sony will be like, oh shit, we got to get our boots dirty again. Go like pro consumer.
We got to get our
Then
boots dirty again.
Eventually, they'll take the lead. This shit's all a cycle. It's going to keep happening.
Baron did take away a point from David because he said "fuck you" for if you thought Microsoft's going to play nice, and he says "fuck you too, David." Hugs and kisses.
I knew what I was gonna get when I said that.
bringing home
The lightning round.
Yes, the final round of the show. Chris, you are up next. What would you like to talk about for the final topic of the show?
Of course. I almost forgot which topic I was talking about. We gotta talk about host of the show Zach's favorite video game, Fortnite, baby.
I fucking hate this joke.
So Fortnite, formerly Fortnite Save the World, never forget, is going full Squircle and launching a single player story event based on the current season, which I swear to Christ, this is not a joke, is called the Zero Crisis Finale. Which is some Evangelion bullshit. But anyway, yes, this is they're calling it their first solo experience, which, like, I get Fortnite Save the World was co-op, but man, that's complete erasure. But yes, Fortnite is getting a single player story event that is supposed to be the biggest thing Fortnite's going to do in 2021. I don't know why you'd say that in fucking March, but whatever. I don't run a multi-billion-dollar company.
Listen. It's already invalidated by the fact that they brought Chun-Li's giant butt to Fortnite, so clearly Zach, that's the biggest thing.
You've played directly into my hands.
Okay.
Because I know what's going to happen in the Fortnite event. And I know what direction Fortnite is going to solve its problems of dwindling player base.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's still like the third most popular game in the world. Whatever.
Please.
So this is their test run to see how people like a single player or limited co-op experience, whatever they're gonna end up actually doing in the grander scheme of things. But this is the first step in Epic's master plan to revive Fortnite Save the World.
Oh.
Now I hear you asking why, and the answer is, well, you see, there's this thing that happens when you're a video game company and you make a lot of assets. Is that you have to find a way to reuse them to justify the cost gone into making them. And Fortnite has had a shitload of events, from Thanos to fighting swarms of bananas to that time everyone was on boats. Other stuff in Fortnite I vaguely don't understand. All the concerts. They're going to revive Fortnite Save the World, but you're not fighting against swarms of dumb, endless zombies. You're fighting against every goddamn limited event Fortnite has ever had.
Oh,
that's right. You're fighting against all the skins all at once. You're like the regular Fortnite skins, and you're fighting against the bananas and the Chun-Lis and the big unicorns, all that crap. And then, oh no, round 2, Thanos has appeared, and you got to fight Thanos back down. And then round 3, oh no, the moon is opening and Palpatine's here.
What?
That was a thing. All of these things happened.
They revealed the most recent Star Wars.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. That's not the moon.
Keep story information that was only in Fortnite.
Yes, yeah. Because and the opening title crawl of episode 9 says, in a broadcast heard around the galaxy. That broadcast only available in Fortnite. I hate the future. Cross-media marketing is bullshit. Anyway, follow us on YouTube.
OP in the chat says, final boss is Keanu Reeves. You have no way to win.
Keanu Reeves, and the round before that, you shot a dog.
Jesus. Yeah.
That's the plot of the movie.
No, I get it. It's John Wick. Matt gives a point to Elise to tie with Pridge. Then Will takes away a point from me for liking Fortnite. Fuck you. This joke isn't funny. Taco Sensei takes away a point from Elise to make it back to normal for no reason. OP gives a point to Chris for hashtag Summer of Kermit. And I think that is it, which does in fact mean David, Elise, and Chris, it's time to go home and become family men, because this week's winner is Pridge.
Family people.
Taco Sensei saving Zach misery at the end right there. Good job.
Yes, thank you. Pridge, what would you like to talk about for your minute to win it? Are you ready? Talk about your plush. I don't care.
Loud sweating from Bridge's microphone.
Okay, I'll do something.
Take it away.
All right. Hey, I think I finally was able to get my hands on a PS5, so like that's kind of cool. I was actually able to go through the PS Direct Q bullshit and actually get a PS5. That's kind of neat, because any other store, the 10 seconds after you click add after it opens, 800,000 bots have bought every PS5 because no store is willing to put like a freaking CAPTCHA to stop this bullshit from happening, which annoys me, but the stores don't care because they're still getting their money. Freaking capitalism. Also, I'm getting a PS5 and I literally don't care about any PS5 games that are out right now. I'm just going to go back and play all the PS4 games I missed until Deathloop comes out. I'm going to play the shit out of Deathloop. That's all I got.
Hey, it's good taste. It's good taste.
And I will be the last team member to get a new console, guaranteed.
Unfortunate. That is going to do it for another episode of Around the Monitor. Things to plug for this week. We've got, if you haven't already joined one of our Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer streams, these streams are popping off, y'all. Literally last night we had, I believe, 49 concurrent viewers at one point. We now have 51 subs on Twitch, which is absolutely unfreaking believable. Thank you so much for everybody who tunes into those. You make it
gifting was insane.
So much fun. We reached Hype Train level 5 or 6, something crazy like that. It's absolutely nuts. Seriously, thank you everyone who is enjoying and supporting that series. Other things to plug tomorrow. David, we've got another episode of the Save Data Cast. Do you want to talk about that?
Heck yeah. Tomorrow, which is March 12th, we have at 7:30 Eastern? Is that right? Yes. 7:30 Eastern, we have the Save Data Cast where we are going to talk about change in gaming tastes over time, which should be a pretty interesting conversation, as we've got some old people and some not old people. So we'll see if that makes a difference.
Some fucking boomers, and then me and Pritch.
Back in my day,
I'm not 2 years behind them, by the way.
Back in my day, we played
old.
RTSs.
I played so much Brood War. What are you talking about?
I grew up with Battle for Middle Earth 2.
Hey, it's not a bad RTS.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. Should be fun though. Also, just a random thing for me. If there are other games series that you want us to do like Let's Plays for, drop in Discord at some point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just suggest it. I promise absolutely nothing, but if there's interest in some series that we also like playing, there is a chance.
We also just started talks about a new series today that is going to not come anytime soon.
Yeah, it's going to be a while, but
yeah, for sure is. For sure is.
Hopefully.
Chris, would you like to plug anything to talk about?
I would.
What you're working on?
About the Save Data Extended Universe and something else. Save Data Extended Universe is going to be our friends over at the Debate This podcast. They debate things in video games. And then our friends over at Subpixel Team, that's subpixelfilms.com or Subpixel Team on YouTube. These are the same link. They make content. I'm on a lot of it, so I'm very biased towards that, obviously. But they do a lot of cool stuff with us. Local Chat is their podcast, which I will be appearing on in 17 minutes at the time of recording, or if you're watching this on YouTube / listening to it on any podcast service, it's available now, I guarantee, wherever you would like to find it. That is the Local Chat podcast, which is fun. And I believe that's everything. The thing I am working on, which Zach wanted me to talk about, is we're getting ahead of this because last time we didn't get ahead of it. Brian David Gilbert fucked me. Zach and I just last weekend finished the recording for our upcoming new video in the Chris slowly loses his sanity on our YouTube channel series, which is going to be me taking the entire roster for the Super Smash Brothers series and putting them into real life sports. Pridge was a massive help on this, and then everyone of course does the usual script helping, so it's going to be a good time. I've started editing it. It is, oh boy, is it a me video. Look forward to that. There's what I would say is some uncomfortable horny energy and some good memes. If Paragon somehow releases this in ahead of time, I'm just gonna find Pat Gill in the street and just knee strike him or something. I don't know.
As you should. Elisa Pridge, anything else you'd like to plug this week?
Give me 1 sec.
Oh,
Elisa's about to plug Roxas.
I'm 90% sure this is Roxas.
Follow us at Save Data Team on Twitter. We're terrible at this.
True.
Tweet it Kermit the Frog and tell him to follow me.
Pridge was correct. I just want you to look at my cat.
Oh, Roxas.
Roxas.
Look at that chonk.
Roxas.
He is surprisingly okay with this.
He's okay with it for like a solid 30 seconds, and then he wants to be put down.
Mom, let me go. I
That
guess
sounds right.
But yes, as Chris said, please check us out on our socials as well. That is Save Data Team Anywhere. Actually, important update to that. People were joking in our Discord, which you should follow. There's a link to that down below. Our Epic Creator Code, which was not affiliated with our channel essentially, but now is. It literally is Save Data Team, all one word, all lowercase, because that's how Epic Store things
you were
work.
able to get it. Nice.
Yes. Basically, if you buy something on the Epic Store, put that. It'll give you an option to put a code in at the very end. If you put in that code, usually about 5% of that purchase will go to us.
Use that for your Fortnite V-Bucks.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't cost you any more money. It basically just takes some money out of Epic's pocket. So Tim Sweeney doesn't need any more money. He's doing fine. They just bought them all.
I've heard he's doing all right.
The sequel to We Bought a Zoo. But that is going to do it for this week's show. Once again, this has been Around the Monitor.